Healthy does not mean skinty or thin or rail thin or any of that. No, no, no. No, we don't do that over here. We are a fan of strong women. We are a fan of women building back their bone density and their muscle mass. Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Melina, formerly fat, formerly depressed, formerly anxious, currently fed up. I had to open with that because this specific style of video tends to attract new viewers who assume I don't know what it's like, that I'm just speaking out of my ass, that I am being mean to fat people or just making fun of fat people. No, I've been there. I lost over 50 pounds. I've kept it off. Suffered with depression, anxiety, a slew of other mental health issues I'm not going to go into at this particular moment. I'm technically neurodivergent. I don't talk about that a lot, but yes, I am. So I'm not speaking for my ass. I've been through a lot. I put in the work. I'm proud of who I am now and all the things that I have gone through to get to the point that I am now. I've beat my demons, and I'm here to show you that you can as well. If you are watching this, that means my stickers have been restocked. Yay! Head over to my website, honeybison.com. Check out my stickers, check out my magnets. If you are someone who's looking for a community of other like-minded people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you need a community who's going to hold you to a higher standard, people that you can rant to, you can vent to, you can post your meals, post your exercises, all that good stuff, check out my 30-day habit tracker. You can also get that on my website or on Amazon, and that gives you access to my private Discord server. With all that being said, we're going to jump right into this. I started posting on TikTok more. I know I kept saying in the past, like, oh, I need to. I am putting in the actual effort to post over there. So go ahead, please follow me on TikTok. Give me some encouragement. It is very strange. It is quite warm. I'm going to try to thug this out as long as I can until I turn on my car's AC, but it is 80 degrees outside. I'll put what that is in Celsius on the screen here because I don't know. All right, I have my headphones. I'm going to start screen recording. This is a fan favorite, what I eat in a day as a fat person. These people are not necessarily trying to lose weight, so these are just people posting their gluttony online for people to watch. So here I am, reacting to it. I personally prefer reacting to what I eat in a day as a fat person trying to lose weight because I feel I can be more constructive because those people are trying to better themselves with these. I'll still give tips / advice / why you should not be eating like this, but I do get a ton of comments. People really like these ones because it helps motivate them not to eat in this way. So I'm giving you what you're asking for. If you're on the treadmill, if you're on the Stairmaster, if you're on your walk, I'm proud of you. Get your steps in, get your exercise in. This first one says, what I eat in a day as a happy fat woman. I find it very interesting that she needs to qualify that by saying she is a happy fat woman and not just a fat woman, which is kind of silly to me / funny because, and I'll link the study down below. People with obesity have a 55% increased risk of developing depression over time, and that depressed people have a 58% increased risk of obesity. I was diagnosed with depression in my teen years, my child teen years, and I suffered with it for years and years. The worst that it ever got was when I was in my hinging days. I can't say the big B word because YouTube doesn't like it. It was when I was in my hinging days, eating ultra processed foods, hinge drinking alcohol, not going outside, not getting exercise, not getting sunlight. So eating trash food, not taking care of yourself, significantly increases your risk of developing mental health issues. So I know that mental health, ultra processed cycle, and I know from a personal experience that bad mental health leads to eating bad food, leads to getting fat, leads to bad mental health, leads to bad junk food, or eating bad food leads to getting fat. So it's a very vicious cycle going downwards. And like, I know it's hard, I know it's tough, but ultimately, like I always say, it is your responsibility. You need to take personal responsibility. What happened to you was not your fault, but it is your responsibility to fix it. And if you're not ready to fix it, that's fine. Don't get mad at me for saying that. But there comes a point, there needs to come a point in your life where you say, all right, I'm gonna, buckle up, stiffen my upper lip, and I'm going to get help for this. Because what is the other option? You stay depressed and you stay eating ultra processed foods, and then you develop type 2 diabetes, develop all these other chronic illnesses that are 100% preventable because you don't want to do the work. You have to do the work. You deserve to do the work.
Well, here is what I'd eat in a day as a big fat woman. Had a little breakfast on the go, went into my pantry / closet, my least favorite part of our studio apartment. Took a box of very crumpled...
That is rough. I've never lived in a studio, but I can imagine how stressful that would be.
Peanut butter Cliff Bars and put it in my little granola bar jar.
Oh my God.
I honestly can't remember the last...
I thought that was a coffee mug at first. I was so confused. I was like, why do those look like tea bags? That confused my brain.
I made myself breakfast during breakfast hours, like at my house. After my outside activities, my husband and I tried
wait. Hold on.
Part of our studio apartment. Took a box of very crumpled peanut butter Cliff Bars and put it in my little granola bar jar. I honestly can't remember the last time I made myself breakfast during breakfast hours, like at my house.
See, and that's the problem. Starting your day off with a Cliff Bar. The thing with these energy / granola / chew bars is the vast majority of them are extremely high in added sugar. As a woman, you should not be consuming more than 24 grams of added sugar per day. For males, I believe it's like 32 grams of added sugar per day. So there's 260 calories and 15 grams of added sugar. You're already almost at your added sugar max. This is not a breakfast food. These types of bars are These types of bars are meant for people who are doing actual sustained exercise or working out, such as hiking, running, rock climbing, like the dude on the package. This is not a breakfast food. This is not going to make you feel good. This is not going to make you feel full up. Sure, there's 11 grams of protein, but there's also 260 calories in it. There's 17 grams of sugar, 40 grams of carbs. So I would personally eat this if I was on a long hike or if I was on one of my long training runs. I'm not going to eat this for breakfast because what it's going to do, yes, sure, it has 11 grams of protein. However, all the sugar, all the carbs, it's going to spike your insulin. It's going to go right back down. You're going to be on a sugar insulin roller coaster. I talk about this in almost every single video because it is incredibly important. If you want to manage your stress and your energy levels and feel good and satiated throughout the day, you want to start your day off with a high protein breakfast, primarily from Whole Foods. You don't want to eat this. You don't want to eat donuts. You don't want to eat muffins. Am I saying you are bad for doing this? No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is you will feel better if you make better choices and decisions with your food in the morning. Okay, side rant. I can't stand ginormous trucks. I don't understand why they make trucks. I was walking past, I don't know if it was a Ford or a GMC or whatever. I am not exaggerating. I am 4'11", so I'm already small, whatever. The grill of this truck was taller than me. How would the truck see me like walking in a crosswalk if he's all the way up here and way back here? I think they should be illegal. I'm so sorry, especially in certain parts of California. Like, I understand if you're in construction or you're towing horses or something, but like in cities, why do you have a truck? You are a pavement princess. You're not actually using your truck for what it should be used for. Oh, and they're so loud. Sorry. I apologize to all my truck owners.
My outside activities, my husband and I tried our wedding cake from a year ago. We got married on September 21st and we froze our top tier of our cake, which was this chai cake layer with like Italian cinnamon meringue or maple meringue. It was okay for a frozen cake, you know, still delicious. Obviously day of was better, but it was fun to do the tradition. We're crazy kids and had dessert before lunch, but then I decided to do some frozen lunch, which is all my favorite. Tried the viral butternut squash mac and cheese from Trader Joe's. Ooh, that was good. I'm excited.
This is straight carbs on carbs on carbs.
I have another one in the freezer. Also had 3 little poblano potato tacos from Trader Joe's. For dinner we had chili, which is my favorite. This was 2 bean chili plus peas, carrots, tomatoes, a little garlic on the side, Greek yogurt on top. Had to protect my white shirt by putting a white napkin over it. You see the logic, you understand. And that is what I ate in a day. Bye.
Yeah, you're not going to feel full up from this. You're not going to get the nutrients that you need from this. Just a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar. The chili had some protein, but it's not going to be enough to reach the amount that she would need. I don't know how much she weighs. I don't know how tall she is, but I would estimate she would need probably anywhere from like 120 to 130 grams per day.
What I ate today is a biggie. Got cinnamon toast crunch pod, bacon and egg sandwich.
I think it's crazy starting your day off with coffee that has whipped cream on top. It screams dessert.
It just has bacon and...
By the way, I have misophonia There are no chewing noises allowed on my channel. I block all of them out, which means I have to listen to them twice, once now, second time while editing. Hello editing, Melina, I hope you're having fun. I know she's cursing me out right now having to listen to the chewing noises. So if you do appreciate that, I would appreciate if you liked this video and considered subscribing. I'm almost at, I believe, 34,000 subs, so that is incredible. I am chasing 40,000 hopefully by the end of this year. Oh, I know that's a lofty goal, but I know we can do it.
Egg and mayonnaise. Cherry Pepsi. I'm getting over being sick. I love bacon. Water, because I'm healthy. Banana and peanut butter. My daughter got these the other day and I realized how obsessed I am with them.
Oh my god, the chewing.
If you like these and you've never had the sea salt ones, be prepared to eat all of them.
No, because I have self-control.
Fried cabbage, greasy fried cabbage with bacon. Chicken.
Oh my god, the chewing!
Fried cabbage is one of my favorite things to eat, but I do not want to eat it the healthy way.
Oh my god.
Crunchy pieces of cabbage.
Ew. Ew.
Let me know if y'all want to see more of these.
Yes, I do want to see more of them. I want to see more of them so I can react to them. Alrighty, so she started her day off with a sugary dessert. And then she had a sandwich, which I know some people are like, oh, it's really not that bad. I mean, it's 2 pieces of bread, a bunch of bacon, a single egg, and mayonnaise. This would probably be around 600 to 700 calories, depending on how much mayonnaise you use. And if she likes mayonnaise like I do, it's probably pushing 700 with not that much protein, because bacon really doesn't have that much protein in it, and a single egg, if it's a large egg, only has 6 grams of protein in it. So you're really not getting a high protein breakfast here.
There's bacon.
And then, oh, and there's some Cheetos also. That's a great start. And then she drinks a full sugar soda, which is diabolical to me because diet soda exists. If you have the option of buying diet versus full sugar, why are you buying full sugar soda ever? I genuinely do not understand why people do this. Is it a lack of knowledge? Do you not understand how bad all of the sugar is for you? Do you not understand the adverse health outcomes that come from consuming so much added sugar? Insulin resistance, she's already morbidly obese. She has a kid too, which adds a whole other really shit layer on this, because it's like, why don't you want to be healthy for your kids? People talk about, oh, I would die for my kids, I would take a bullet for my kids. Yeah, but will you get healthy for your kids? Will you start exercising for your kids? Will you learn how to eat healthy food so you can model how to eat properly for your kids? That's what your kids want. Your kids don't want you to die for them. Your kids want you to live for them. So why can't you do that? It's so frustrating. And then peanut butter and banana in a cup with like 3 servings of peanut butter, some chocolates, some greasy ass cabbage, and then I think that was it. Well, I mean, I see why she calls herself a biggie. This isn't even bad or excessive. People are so dramatic. Yes, it is bad and it is excessive. This is not what a balanced diet looks like. I think you may have been watching a different video, for real. She had 2 meals and a snack. What are these comments, bro? It's not just having 2 meals and a single snack, because you can have 2 meals and a snack of whole foods, or you can have 2 meals and a snack of mostly ultra processed foods or foods that lack nutritional value, which is what ultra processed foods are. The foods that she ate were not good. And the goodness, which was the cabbage, she slathered in oil or butter or whatever it was. She even admitted she doesn't like to eat it the healthy way. This wasn't even that bad, and you cooked everything. Cooking your food is irrelevant. You can cook unhealthy food that is not good for you. Yeah, this girl's right. It's so easy to make small adjustments to these meals that would make them so much more nutritious. What an embarrassment to your kids, literally. So not that serious. Yes, it is, because when you are eating like this and you are modeling this type of behavior and living as an unhealthy obese person, that is what you are modeling to your children. If a child has one parent that is obese, the likelihood of that child being obese is 50%. If a child has two obese parents, the likelihood of that child being obese is 80%. Do you want your child to be obese? You know how hard it is. You know how sucky it is to be obese. Why would you want to pass that down to your child? It's not that serious. Yes, it is. We have now reached in the world the first time that malnutrition is coming more from obesity rather than starving. It's crazy. I'm burning up in here. I gotta turn my car on, guys. Sorry. Freedom. Okay, I'm gonna keep the air conditioning on a 1 because that's the lowest. So I apologize if the audio is a tiny bit weird. It shouldn't be too bad, but I am almost dying in this car because it's so hot. And yes, I'm wearing a Timo tank top. If you know, you know. I started playing League of Legends in 2010. Yeah, I'm aging myself. I was a sophomore in high school back then. And this tattoo that can you guys see it from right there? I don't know. This tattoo that I'm removing is actually Timo's mushroom. So yeah, your girl likes to dabble in some League of Legends, she would say. Alrighty, what I eat in a day? Oh, if you're curious who I mained a Timo, obviously, like the little troll that I am. But in actual games, I main Lulu and Sona. I haven't played in a while. I do want to start playing again, but the last time I played, or the time before that, I remember like the mastery levels for champions. And I think at that time, the highest you can get was 6. And Lulu, Timo, and Sona, I had mastery level 6 on all of them. Oh, and I think Kennen also. Are those champions even played anymore? I have no idea. I do want to start playing again. I just maybe. All right, what I eat in a day as a fat girl. I'm going to mute that because it is copyrighted. Fat people can eat healthy. Yes, of course. No one is saying they cannot eat healthy, but you do not get fat by eating healthy food the vast majority of the time. All right, first thing, 2x glasses of protein strawberry milkshake, 30 gram of bulk banana protein powder, handful of berries, little bit of sugar-free coconut milk. Okay. Fresh fig. Oh, looks yummy. Coconut ice matcha, fresh figs, white grapes, padina ×2, olive oil with salt, white onion, parma, tomato, cucumber, and then what is that, bruschetta? And then homemade banana bread with Greek yogurt and sliced banana with cocoa over it. And then homemade blueberry compote. I don't know what that is. No sugar, only honey with sparkling water. Slow cooked garlic, white onion, and tomato, parsley, basmati rice, 3 egg, fried banana. Yeah, no, this looks all good. The only thing is, if she would eat like this on a daily basis, she would lose weight. She would not be this big eating this types of food. Can big people, obese people eat healthy food? Yes, but they're not eating, like I just said 2 minutes ago, they're not eating like that all of the time, because if they are, they would lose weight, unless they're eating a crap ton of whole foods to equal their maintenance. But if you are someone who eats mostly whole foods, you will know it is incredibly hard to eat that much whole foods. I eat similarly and I am still big. The way people don't get how hormones impact you is crazy. I mean, yeah, you can have hormone issues, but ultimately it still comes down to calories in, calories out. Regardless of your hormone issues, you will not defy the laws of thermodynamics, and most people grossly underestimate how much they eat. So I'll take that with a grain of salt. People saying she's lying, but this can easily be 2,000 calories and she could not be very active. It's easy to eat a lot of calories from whole foods / healthy foods. It really depends. If you're eating a lot of nut butters and nuts and sauces, yes, it is easy to eat 2,000 calories worth of whole food. But if you are eating vegetables, lean protein, complex carbs, it is going to be hard for you to eat 2,000 calories worth of whole foods. You try eating 2,000 calories worth of chicken breast, you're going to have a very hard time. Or even 600 calories worth of chicken breast, you're going to have a very hard time. I wonder if she has PCOS. This is how I eat too, and I cannot lose weight to save my life. I've been eating this way for 3 years. Again, press X for doubt. PCOS does not prevent you from losing weight. It does make it more difficult. It does not make it impossible. I have women in my comment section all the time telling me they have PCOS. They have hypo/hyperthyroidism. They have this, they have that, and they still lose weight. You have to be consistent. You have to be honest. And you have to be laser focused on it. You can't just track 4 or 5 days of the week and I'm gonna have like a little bite here, I'm gonna have a little bite there, I'm just gonna go out with my girlfriend on Saturday and it's really not a big deal because I've been so good throughout the week. you're not in a calorie deficit if you're not losing weight. I love seeing the actual like logic people in the comments. Ozempic works because it suppresses your appetite. Calorie in, calorie out at the end of the day. Calories in versus calories out works for every single person on earth. It's science. If you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight regardless of any condition, illness, inflammation, hormone imbalance, whatever. Exactly. No, this is a really good comment. People do not understand BED. No one admits publicly to hinging. And that's another very fair point. Like people, first of all, don't believe what people post online anyway. Anyone who's posting their what I eat in a days, take it with a grain of salt. People are liars. People are going to post what they want to post. People are going to post how they want others to perceive them. So while she might be eating this, yeah, she might have all of her hinge foods in the closet and she eats them when she's lying in bed at night watching Seinfeld or whatever. So yeah, no one admits publicly to hinging. Yeah, your appearance does not hide the truth. She very obviously struggles or struggled with it to be this size. Exactly. That's the thing, like you can try to portray yourself as being like, oh yeah, I'm super healthy, I'm fit, I'm active, blah blah blah, but you might have been doing that for a short period of time, but the way that your body looks is a direct reflection of your habits. You don't get fat all of a sudden. You get fat slowly, day by day, month by month, year by year. It's really the same thing with fat loss too. You don't lose weight all at once. You lose weight slowly, day by day, month by month, year by year. But the choices and the actions that you take every single day equal what your body currently looks like. So if you are an obese person, that is the sum of what you have been doing in the past up until now. It's all math. All right, what I eat in a day.
You guys are gonna
TW reload. I might have to bleep some of this out because YouTube does not like that. All right, let's see.
come for me and be extremely unimpressed with this one, but here's what I ate on Sunday, and I was too scared to post it, and now I'm sick with COVID, so that's why I sound all fucked up. But I got McDonald's and a hot coffee from the gas station. About halfway through the McDonald's, I felt like a disgusting slob, and I took off the bagel, and yeah, then we threw that away. I had a hard-boiled egg as a snack at some point during my day. At this point, I am 9 days sober without a drink, and then I had the Diet Coke that I had
great.
for breakfast. Oh, excuse me.
Oh no.
And I had a freaking beef pot pie with a piece of buttered bread. Yes, super healthy queen. Healthy choices were made. And then like 30 minutes left before I couldn't purchase alcohol, I fucked up my sobriety.
Oh no.
You guys.
Oh no. Oh, this whole thing just makes me so sad. You can tell when people are this big or people start rapidly gaining weight, there's usually something else going on. So like I understand. One thing I will kind of challenge her on is don't see yourself or talk about yourself being a disgusting slob because you chose to get bad food. Is the food gross? Sure. Are you gross? No. And doing this, all it does, it creates a negative feedback loop within yourself. And I kind of talked about it earlier, but like you eat the McDonald's gas station burger bagel thing. I didn't even know McDonald's had bagels. I love me some bagels. You eat the gas station McDonald's bagel, you feel like a disgusting slob. You want to treat yourself bad because you did bad, so you eat more gas station food. You feel like a disgusting slob. You want to punish yourself. So being able to stop that feedback loop and say, hey, not the best choice, doesn't make me a bad person. I have the opportunity to turn my day around right now, and she kind of started doing that by taking off the bagel. Sure, that's totally fine choice. Maybe look for something else in your fridge if you have it. Go to the grocery store so you can have a better day going forward, because you deserve to eat nutritious food. Period. Like full stop. You deserve to nourish your body. When people talk about self-love and self-respect, there is nothing more. To me, the best way to show self-love and self-respect to myself is eating a primarily whole foods diet, because it makes me feel good mentally and physically. I don't get brain fog. I have sustained energy. It makes me feel good. I don't feel sluggish. I don't feel tired. And I know it is good for me. The way I imagine it is, it might be a little bit silly, but I imagine the food that I'm eating, like the healthy food and all the vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, when I eat it, it's helping my cells. It's helping every single part of my body. Whereas when if I'm eating like a McDonald's bagel, my body's processing it and it struggles to process it because it's not real food. It's pumped full of preservatives and chemicals. I hate that. The chemicals. It's like, yeah, everything is a chemical. I know what you're saying, but it's that just cracks me up. But knowing that my body is gonna be like, what the heck is this? Like, we were expecting like some turkey or some chicken with, you know, some spinach or arugula, but you're giving me a piece of cheese that will never mold. Like, what the heck? So that kind of helps me too. That might be like a little weird, but whatever. The egg is good. The diet drinks, whatever, as long as it's not full sugar, who cares?
Super healthy.
And then the pot pie on the bread. It just, I hope she comes to the realization that she deserves to treat herself better. Like, you deserve to treat yourself well. Whether you are someone who participates in the overconsumption or underconsumption, you deserve to treat your body well. And I hope she continues with her sobriety, because that sucks. And I hope she figures her stuff out, because you can tell her coping mechanisms, her tools, I mean, lack thereof tools, but her tool right now is food and alcohol. And I've been there. That was my exact thing. I went to therapy. I got very, very intensive therapy, 3 different types of therapy, and I fixed my shit. I beat my demons, and now I don't turn to food. I don't turn to booze. And I have healthier coping mechanisms. And that's all that I can hope for everyone, is that you can go to therapy, you can figure your crap out and learn how to eat in a way that nourishes your mind, your body, your soul, fuels your performance if you are in like the fitness world, and learning tools on how to manage your emotions and stressors without having to turn to food, alcohol, or anything else that's a detriment to your health. Would I eat in a day as a plus size person's last hurrah? Oh no. Again, I don't watch these videos before I record these. I just watch the first few seconds.
This is what I eat in a day as a plus size person, and I feel like this might be my last hurrah day.
There's a few different things I notice about people who I know will fail with their fat loss journey, and the last hurrah is definitely one of those things. You see it all the time, like, oh, I'm never going to be able to eat this food again. I'm never going to be able to go out to Dave's Hot Chicken ever again, so I'm going to go and I'm going to eat as much as I can, because I'm not going to be able to do this ever again. And it turns into a hinge, and then you end up not starting your journey, or you start it, you heavily restrict, and then you end up hinging anyway. The point of losing weight and being in a calorie deficit is not to completely remove all of the bad foods that you eat. You can still eat your favorite foods while in a deficit, as long as you have them planned out and mapped out, where you're not just like impulsively going to go get them. You don't have to give up your favorite foods. You don't have to have a last hurrah. So that's just one of the things that I can tell people aren't going to succeed.
Started off with some eggs, waffles, and bacon for breakfast.
That's so much syrup. Oh my gosh.
The eggs did have cheese in them. I did try to go light with the syrup, and the eggs were super good and cheesy. This is about 2.5 eggs and then 2 slices of bacon.
One tip if you are losing weight with eggs, so eggs on their own really aren't high protein. Like I said earlier, one large egg has only around 6 grams of protein, so it's really not that much. So if you're trying to get high protein but stay low calorie, one thing I do is 1 full egg and then 2 egg whites from an egg, and it's usually around like 75-ish grams of egg whites total from those 2 eggs, and it beefs up the protein and then it keeps your calories low. So that's one thing you can do. You can also add egg whites into smoothies, I believe. I've never done that before, but people do, and it works well.
For lunch, I had a couple more of these ribs, which were just like leftover from yesterday, that I put in the air fryer. And then for dinner, I got me some Raisin Canes. I got me a cognac combo with no coleslaw, extra toast, 2 extra sauces, and
That's so much sauce, dude. In each of these sauces, it's well over 100 calories easily, because one of the McDonald's ranch is like 110 calories, and that's smaller than this. And this is pretty much the same base.
Lemonade. And even like doing this voiceover right now is making me want this. But yes, this was actually so delicious.
Yeah, these foods are specifically designed to be ultra palatable and make you addicted to it. The way you get over eating these foods is you have to stop eating them. I used to eat fast food 2 to 3 times a day, every single day. I would start my day off with McDonald's. I would drive to work because I had a commute, like an hour and a half. I'm never commuting a day in my life ever again. That was horrible. And then during the day, I would usually get some like sushi. I was severely in debt, by the way, multi-tens of $1,000 credit card debt, mostly to DoorDash and Uber Eats and that kind of stuff. I got myself out of that. That's a whole other thing. And then, yeah, I would get sushi. I would get it DoorDash, and I would get so much that they would send 3 or 4 chopsticks. I don't know how that wasn't a wake-up call. Well, you know, the sushi restaurant thinks this is a meal for a family, not a single person, a single woman who is 4'11". Get it together. And then I would go to Taco Bell, get Taco Bell, and then drive home, and then eat also at home. Diabolical work. Can you see why I gained over 50 pounds in a year? And that wasn't all of it. That was just like a normal day. That wasn't even a hinge.
Tasted amazing. I love their sauce. I cannot believe that before I was not eating their sauce like that. But I think I might officially be ready to lock in, y'all. I think it's time. This is what
I hope she does, and I didn't roll my eyes at her wanting to lock in. I think that is great. I want everyone to be healthy. I always say I want to rid the world of obesity. Now, obese people, do not take my words out of context. I know how some of you are. Not my beautiful subscribers, but the other ones. I know how some of you guys are. I want to rid the world of obesity, the disease, because obesity is a disease. I want everyone to be happy and healthy in a healthy body. And healthy does not mean skinty. Nope. Healthy does not mean skinty or thin or rail thin or any of that. No. We don't do that over here. We're not in the skinty, what is it? The skinty society or anything like that. No. We are a fan of strong women. We are a fan of women building back their bone density and their muscle mass, because after the age of 30, women rapidly lose our bone density and muscle mass. Women are more likely to develop osteoporosis because as we age, our estrogen goes like this, plummets, which means our bone density goes away. One out of every 2 women over the age of 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis, and how you can prevent that is by strength training. So that is what I'm here for, to unfat people and then also to make those people strong. That's it. This is my mission statement. Unfat the fats and then make you all strong. I will need to brainstorm that a little bit more, but this is where I'm going.
in a day.
All right, let's look at the comments. And we've reacted to her a few times, and she does have some issues she needs to sort out, and I do wish her the best. I would love to see her go on a weight loss journey and it actually work, but from the videos that I've seen, I don't know. I really want her to, though. Someone said, haha, last hoorah, see you next week. Yeah, I don't think they're making fun of her. I think they're just simply showing that I think all of us have done that. Let me know down below. Have you ever had a last hurrah, and then how did that work? How did that work out? From experience, it does not work out. Girl, this is just going to be a never-ending cycle of hinging, locking in for a few days, and hinging again. Don't tell a promise, just do it. Hold yourself accountable. Yes. Danny, I seriously would have to see it to believe it. Your attachment to food is so much greater than your want to get healthy, and I've definitely been there too. It took my doctor telling me I was pre-diabetic to change. It is what I considered my rock bottom. Absolutely. The pain of change, the pain of staying the same has to be greater than the pain of change. Until you feel worse about staying the same as who you are, you will ultimately stay the same. Honestly, you could eat a lot of the same stuff. You just had to cut the portion. Exactly. When I first started my weight loss journey in 2020 during COVID, because they were like, this affects fat people. And I was like, I'm a fat person. Let me change that. I was not eating mostly whole foods at all. I didn't start eating mostly whole foods until 2021. That's when I actually changed my diet. I started slowly incorporating things in, but your girl was still living off of hot Cheetos. I was just portioning them out. Your girl was still living off of those vanilla batons. I was just eating 2 rather than the whole 10 at one time. That was one of my favorite foods. Or those, no, I'm not gonna get into all the food because I'm starting to get hungry. I think I have some tuna in here. Yeah, I have some tuna. This is one of my lunch things I'm gonna eat. 250 calories, 25 grams of protein. I'm gonna cut right now. I'm in a calorie deficit because I'm gonna do a fitness photo shoot in the beginning of next year. So I'm trying to get peeled to the gills. Let me know if you want a video on that. If you want me to do like a meal prep, a weekly meal prep / training vlog. I could probably squeeze that in. Yeah, I could certainly try. I try my best for you guys. I hope you guys see my effort. Someone said the easiest way to lose weight is by simplifying your meals. 1 protein, 1 carb, 1 fiber. I usually always do rice, ground beef, and avocado. Eating the same boring thing every day is what's going to get you snatched. Another meal is tuna with a little mayo, avocado, Ezekiel toast. I 100% agree. I like to eat the same things basically every single day. I will switch out the vegetables just to get different micronutrients in there. But yeah, if you don't have to think about what you're eating, you eliminate so much brain power in your brain. It's like closing out 10 different tabs in your brain. You don't need to think. The macros are already done for you. Just weigh it out and you're done. That's it. Oh, well, I don't want to eat the same thing every day. You eat the same Raising Cane's order every day. So come on, lock in. Someone said that's light syrup for you. If you really want to light the syrup down, you can pour the syrup on the side and dip the waffle. It's easier to control. I agree. Yeah, I do wish her the best. Why did she make a new one? Oh, she has so much. Oh, what is this? What I eat in a day.
This is what I eat in a day.
As a plus size person trying to reel it back.
As a plus size person, and I'm trying to like.
Okay, this is not what I eat in a day as a plus size person trying to lose weight. So we can save that for later. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video on her alone, because I can certainly do that. All right, I don't really like reacting to this lady because it just makes me sick, like physically ill, the things that she eats. But I get requests for her all the time, so I threw one in here. What I eat today as a fatty.
What I ate today as a fatty. Good morning, fatties. I got a Red Bull, sugar-free, of course.
Delicious.
I also got myself a pup cup. So for breakfast, I have Greek yogurt. I mix it with Jell-O pumpkin pie seasoning, or mix. And I'm gonna add the Catalina Crunch pumpkin spice.
That's actually not, I'm not mad at that, really. as long as the Greek yogurt is sugar-free, then that's fine. Personally, I would eat this as a dessert. This sounds like a bomb dessert, although I really don't like pumpkin spice flavored stuff. It still sounds good though.
We got carbonara bulldog, and I don't have any lettuce.
Oh no.
So we're gonna eat peppers for some crunch.
The chewing. What is it with all these morbidly obese women when they eat? I mean, I understand they're addicted to food. They go, If you are ing about your food all of the time, you have a problem.
You know what I should do next is a stuffed pepper bulldog.
I have never had the bulldog noodles. I won't lie, the inner fat girl in me wants to eat like 3 packages easily. It looks good, like it looks creamy, but no, I would never.
Girl dinner.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Should we pour it in a mix or should we dip?
It just looks not good. My stomach is churning. Okay. I actually used to eat the funfetti icing like this. I would take it to school. Also Nutella. I would just grab the jar of it, put it in my backpack, take it to school and eat it. Crazy. Maybe I would have been taller if I was eating a normal diet.
This is pretty good. Take a bite.
Is she copying James Bola? Doesn't he do that? Ugh. I mean, at least there's vegetables. There's no way people are eating straight up spoonfuls of icing. I used to. Pup cup? A pup cup? I'm too European for this. Right. Does the radioactive green not put you off? Like, we as humans have evolved to not really want to eat bright, vivid green or blue foods because they signal mold. Do we not feel that anymore? Exactly. Your sugar tolerance is admirable. Yeah, I would not be surprised if she has to be type 2 diabetic now. Her pancreas is screaming for help. Like, girl. All right, what I eat in a day? Oh, it's the happy fat lady again. All right, let's see.
Here is what I eat.
Let's see how happy and fat you are today.
Here is what I eat in a day as a happy fat woman while I've been traveling. I've been on about a 3.5 week work trip with my husband, and so first things first, we have hotel breakfast. I always bring food from home, one for food waste so I don't throw it out, and also so I have something delicious. So we've got eggs with cheese that I brought, some potatoes, cream cheese toast, and a little muffin. I also had some mango. You can tell how old this is because of the Love Island. Not food related, we went to leave our hotel and I found a flat tire. It was an easy fix, but it was a shock. Celebrated with some Cheetos, and honestly the crunchy ones are a hot second favorite snack. Cheez-Its are first, obviously. Today we were driving from Pennsylvania through Ohio to make it to Indiana. At the little rest stop I did a stretch and I got some things out of our cooler bag. I got a little Uncrustable and a cheese stick. Now I grew up on just getting whatever was the cheapest option, but now as an adult, name brand is important. These Uncrustables are delicious, and I've had plenty of off
They're delicious, but they're also crap for you.
brand
If you really want, why wouldn't you just make your own sound? Whatever.
Uncrustables. Made it to Indiana and found this local pub. We got the spin dip, which was burnt, but it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. And then I got a calzone, an ungodly sized calzone, a veggie calzone that actually I ate about half of, surprisingly.
Isn't a calzone just a pizza folded over on itself?
I was hungry.
I've never
I
had
also
one.
had some fries. And that's what I ate in a day. Here is what I eat.
Oh, that was a rough day. My stomach hurts thinking about that. I mean, starting your day off, let's see. Eggs, cheese, potatoes. The breakfast isn't terrible. I would have omitted, if you're eating 2 carb sources in the same meal, that is big back behavior and completely unnecessary. Like, sorry. You get your toast or you get your potatoes. You don't need both of them. Instead of the toast, add another protein source in there. It's going to keep you fuller longer, keep you satiated, keep your hormones not going up and down, up and down. Your ghrelin and leptin's going to thank you. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone. Leptin is your satiety hormone.
Brought some potatoes, cream cheese toast, and a little muffin. I also had some mango. You can tell.
Okay, mango's good. Cheetos. I think each of those bags are close to 450 calories, if I remember correctly. I was always a hot Cheeto girly. I don't care. I did not care for Cheetos. Anything hot flavored, I was a slut for. I'm just going to say. Yeah, Uncrustable and the cheese stick. Cheese stick's fine. Uncrustable, again, it's not doing anything for you. It's just straight sugar and carbs. You're not getting any protein out of that, maybe like a gram. And peanut butter is not a good protein source either, my friends. That is a fat source. And peanut butter inherently, like, it's on its own, it's not bad for you, but it is extremely calorically dense, and it is not a protein source. And then whatever this dip in the calzone is, so yeah. I mean, we can see why she is the size that she is. All right, I've been recording for 50 minutes. I'll do this last one, and then your girl she has to get going back to her day job.
Here's everything I eat in a day as a fat girl. So we woke up around 2 p.m. and for breakfast we had croissant
Why are you waking up at 2 p.m.? Unless you work like a swing shift.
and chai. Then while my dad was making dinner, I snacked on a Baby Bell. For dinner, my dad made biryani, and you guys, this was so good. I love biryani, and he made it so well. We were about to sleep, but then I had a craving for a sweet treat, so we went and got some crumble. Let me know if I should post a taste test. Bye bye. Here's everything I.
Wow. Alrighty. She started off with a pastry.
Croissant.
A croissant, great. We're starting the day off with we're starting our 3 p.m. day off with a insulin dump.
And you guys,
we're gonna eat more carbs. I'm sure there's a little bit of protein in there, nothing significant, and then a bunch of crumble.
We were about to sleep, but then
crumble used to be one of my hinge foods. I would get 2 cookies like this size, eat one while driving home, and then eat the other one at home. Yeah, disgusting, insane. Please do not post a taste test. I don't like seeing addicts partaking in their drug of choice, and for people like this, that is food. I don't want to see it, just like how I don't want to see an alcoholic slamming vodka, just like how I don't want to see a heroin addict shooting up heroin. I don't want to see it. Seek help. And the fact that her parents are buying her this food, come on, be so freaking for real. This shit pissed me off. I have you as my workout motivation. That's crazy work. Yes, post a taste test, whatever you call it. I just want to watch you eat. Yeah, also, by the way, if you are posting content like this, please understand that the people who are watching this, not all, but a lot of them, are straight gooning. They're straight gooning to your videos of you eating. I hope you're aware. That's some weird Emily crap, okay? And a lot of people will say, well, like this doesn't really affect you. This doesn't affect anyone. Like, why are you so bothered? Like, why are you making fun? I'm not making fun of them. I didn't laugh or joke about anyone in this video. So if you think I'm making fun of them or if you think I'm being mean, you're wrong. I made a short-ish list of why I don't like these videos and how problematic they can be for society as a whole. The first one, and I'm looking over here because I have my notes here, is when they do normalize obesity. These videos often portray obesity as an unchangeable identity rather than a temporary health state, and we can see that in the comments where people are like, oh, she just has PCOS, or she just has this, she just has that, maybe it's her hormones. No, you can change your body size, period, point blank, end of discussion. Can your hormones make it difficult? Yes, but you can still lose your body fat. It's not the state where you are forced to be in. Oftentimes they will frame criticism of habits as fat phobia. This discourages viewers, especially young ones, from distinguishing between compassion and accountability. Oftentimes when people like myself and others in this sphere make videos like this, people get upset at us. Oh, you're just being fat phobic, you're being fat phobic. I'm not being fat phobic. I'm trying to show people that this is not normal, this is not okay, and this is not how you should want to be treating your body. You should want to be treating your body with love and respect, and with good food, with good exercise, with sunlight, with sunscreen. That is a huge point of contention, by the way. Yes, I use sunscreen. I saw someone's like, she looks like someone who thinks sunscreen is toxic, and I'm like, what does that even mean? I look like someone who thinks that. I use sunscreen. Are certain brands or certain ingredients in sunscreen toxic? Yes. I try to use non-toxic sunscreen. Sometimes I use the toxic ones. Whatever. I don't want wrinkles on my face, okay? If you don't want to use it, don't. If you do, do. But I've never said that sunscreen was going to give you cancer or anything like that. Stop it. I get some weird comments sometimes. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They often create parasocial validation loops where viewers struggling with weight feel seen but not challenged to make healthier choices. And that is where I come in. That is where other creators come in. We challenge you to make different choices, make better decisions for yourself, because again, we want you to be happy and healthy. We do not want you to be fat. We do not want you to develop obesity or have obesity. We do not want you to develop type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, have an increased risk of strokes, heart attacks, gallstones, asthma, the list goes on and on. So in this sense, the content can reinforce complacency, which encourages people to accept preventable health issues as normal. And why it matters is because what I eat in a day as a fat person type of content, it shapes perception. Repetition trains audiences to believe that whatever they see most is often normal. When overconsumption is normalized and the downsides are never shown, it skews what people view as moderate. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please let me know your thoughts down below. If you don't want to leave your thoughts, I understand. Leave me whatever emojis you like, preferably spooky emojis. I love Halloween. If you guys haven't seen my spider web tattoo, my ear's always so red when I'm recording. Yes, I love Halloween. My nails are spider webs also. I appreciate you guys so much. Check out my stickers, check out my magnets, check out my 30-day habit tracker, my channel memberships. I have a ton of different ways you can support this channel down in the description down below. Here's the comment of the day. I think I forgot this one in the last video. I have too many tabs going on in my brain right now. Thank you, as always, for your love and your time and your support. And until next time, goodbye.
Maybe we can get down.